Everyone, so I'm back with a review on this MUA palette that was gifted to me by my dear Sabi Melissa. A lot of individuals asked me to do a review on this palette, and so here is the review that you requested. The whole name is, like the title says, the MUA, which is Makeup Academy Professional Eyeshadow Palette in Undress Me 2. So apparently there's an Undress Me, and this is Undress Me 2. This was gifted to me, so I didn't purchase it, but I checked and I saw like somewhere I saw it for about, I think it's £6, but I think it's like £7 or £8 on a whole. If you check eBay, you can get it up to about 12 to 15 US dollars. Now a lot of individuals say that this is a dupe to the, what you call it, it's a dupe to the Naked palette. I personally do not think that. Even the textures are a bit different. I have used almost all the colors here except about 2 or 3, so you're gonna get first impressions on those, but in this video I'm just gonna tell you the overall, the quality of the eyeshadows and what I think about them. This is what the packaging looks like. Very simple. It's white. My only problem so far is that it keeps, like, it gets a little dirty here, but then I have to wipe. Once I wipe it with a wipe, everything is good. It cleans out because I actually did it for the video. And MUA is here. The title of it is at the back here, and they actually named the colors at the back here for you. But like a couple of the light ones are really hard to read, so that I will insert a link for you guys to definitely check out the names. The ones that I can list for you, I will go ahead and share with you. But it reminds me so much of the packaging for the Maybelline, the nudes thing. I think there is a smoky now that's out. I have the nudes, and so for me this is very comparable to the nudes palette, more than, I would say it's comparable to the Naked palette, and that would be the original Naked palette. So it's plastic. There's no mirror whatsoever. There's a long sponge tip, which I have not used, but it actually is a different quality to the sponge tip. I know this sounds weird, but the sponge tip here is actually a different quality to the one that you get in the regular US packaging. This feels more suede as against sponge, which as the others generally are more spongy. This one feels very smooth, and it's like it's suede. So this is what it looks like, and you have, I mean, just I think like the Maybelline quad, you can use all of these colors here, 4 colors for a look, this 4, and well, these are kind of little, you know, iffy, but you can make a number of neutral looks, and you can also get some smokier looks with these colors. So let's get started, and let me show you how the names are so that you can see why my struggle is real. That's how the names, so like the lighter colors, like the first 2 light colors, I can barely see what the first one is, but this one here is called Devotion. This here is Shy. Then we have, I think this one is called Fiery, Lovish, Dreamy. Dreamy is this one. Below is Corrupt. This one is Obsessed, Wink. Okay, I think this one is called Reveal. This one here is Reveal, which is gorgeous. Expose is this, and then we have Tranquil. So these are like, I thought initially when I say Undress Me they were going to be kind of provocative, but they are not. I still can't make out what that first color is. Yeah, that, I guess that's where the age is stepping in, right? So we're going to get into the swatches. I will do them in batch of 4. There are 12 eyeshadows here, and I think if you are looking for an everyday palette and you have access to MUA, this definitely is an option for you. So swatches, and then we talk about its wear, how blendable, and what I recommend. Primer on my hand. So we have the first color here. It is a matte creamy color. Then we have this golden color that looks more or less like a baked eyeshadow, like, you know, it's foiled, it's metallic. Then we have a lighter color than the first cream color, but this one has more like ivory in it, or can be classed as ivory, but I think from just this swatch it looks more satin, whereas this one is matte. And then we have this one, which looks very similar to this. So these two, let me hold it properly. So these two look very similar when swatched. So that's it there. However, this little one that's on my pinky more or less looks as if it has like more rose gold, whereas this one is more cool tone, warm tone. This one is cool tone. So let's swatch on my hand. So that's the first four. As you can see, these two appear to be a bit different. This one actually is more cool tone and this one is warm. That's a matte eyeshadow, and this more or less is operating like a pearl. I will build it up and do a second layer for you guys. I mean, when we generally use these, we use it with primer. So I was thinking I should have swatched without primer, but then some of you would say, you know, you want to see the true color. So that's the first four, would be these two here and the two there. So this is like a cool tone taupe. Gorgeous. I've been using it as transition. This is another brown. Oh my gosh, that's like so pigmented. I have this on my lid right now. And then this is another taupe color. So you can see these, as you get, these are more metallic, so you find that the finishes, except the matte color, that the finish is, you know, they're a lot more pigmented. So like I said, I actually have this color on my lid with a little bit of this. I kind of mixed it to use it. Yesterday I wore this on my lid, and I've been using this as a transition color. So, I mean, these don't necessarily require you to to do a second layer, because like you're seeing, they are pigmented. Let's go to the latter four, which would be these here. This is more of it can be like, I call it like a silver taupe, because you're seeing the taupe in it, but it has like a silver sheen to it. Or this is a cool tone kind of brown. Then we have a nice chocolate brown there, and then a matte black that looks a bit charcoal. So let's swatch it. Why am I singing? Don't know. Alright, so these two, even though they appear to be the darkest color, and I am wearing this in the crease, I have noticed that I do get a stain here in these fingers, but they're not transferring onto my lid. They actually feel like if there's a layer or something over them in the pan, so I'm just gonna darken it. But there you go again. The black is just very light, and I'm personally not going to complain, but I think if you love a good dark black, then this hair really and truly is not for you. But if you want something that could just warm up the crease a bit and look a tad bit smoky, like an everyday smoky, then this is for you. I was actually really afraid of touching the black because I thought it was super black. It appeared to be super black in the palette. I thought it was going to be that black, and it's not. So I just watch it again, see if I can build it different fingers. So it's about the same thing. I can't make it darker than this. So I'm actually liking the black. I don't know if you guys can see. So you have a mixture of warm finishes, in terms of warm toned, sorry, not finishes, warm toned and cool toned colors. Like all these are cool toned colors, even this, and then you have your warmer toned colors. Not this one, these are two, that one there. And then you have your taupe, balance in terms of finishes. And I think this is a palette, unlike the Urban Decay palette that can work, that's mainly warm tone. This has cool and warm. Again, beautiful that it has a variety of finishes. I do think that some people are going to be a little disappointed with the idea that this black is not totally black. These two are great highlighters. I am wearing it, and I actually love that you have a variety of lid colors where you can go from very almost barely there makeup with like some of these, even using this color in the crease, or as against really nice golden colors. And then you can get like, you know, smoky by just using these three colors here, which is the last colors. I mean, you're gonna get an everyday smoky using this, but these two can rock you know, a pretty decent smoky look. My experience in using these is that you, for some colors, you do have to pack on a bit. Like this gold, I had to wet my brush and apply it, and then it was no problem. This applied really well. This color also applied really well. I am wearing this on my lid now with a mixture of this. This applies really nice. Their wear time is actually better than the Maybelline the Nudes. I prefer this over that palette in per se, and they're about the same price. So I would personally, if I have access to this, would not go and get the Nudes palette. I own it already, but I wouldn't go and get it because I prefer this in terms of pigmentation. It blends well, it stays on well. Have never used it without primer or base, but as usual I tried it with my regular routine and it worked fantastic. Tried it with a variety of like bases and primers and it did work well. I am getting like a 8 to 10 hour wear with it, which is absolutely amazing. My days are not as long as they used to be at work, so this is working really well for me, and I would definitely recommend, if you can get your hands on these, to purchase it. I really don't think that if you have something like this, you for everyday usage, you do need to get the Urban Decay Naked palette. That's just my opinion, because this works just, to me, it's gonna mean if you want the black and you want a really dark colors, which the Urban Decay Naked 1, Naked Original, and Naked 2, you get darker colors, then yes. But if you can do without it and you want everyday simple eyes, then you're not gonna mind this black, or I guess you can say charcoal color, or this darker color, because you know it's just everyday wear. So I love it. I would recommend you to get this. I am happy with this MUA palette. I can see this being another go-to palette that I'm going to definitely be grabbing to and making good use out of for everyday wear. So much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up this video for reviews. If you have this palette, let me know your thoughts and feelings with it.